Hello, Plan B TV. How you doing?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm great.
But I don't know if you can hear me, but
Hear me
the
clear.
question
I'm
is,
listening. I'm
do
listening,
you
Plan B. I'm
think
listening.
it's ideal for a man to allow his wife or partner to travel abroad in search for greener pastures, knowing completely the nature of job she's coming here to do? What is your take about this set of people?
Well, thank you for the question, Plan B TV. The truth of the matter is, if you take a half about it, a woman or a mother who travel abroad for greener pastures, to me, it's not a good idea and never a good idea. For the first place, why would a man ask his wife to go abroad looking for money when you know the kind of job they're going to do there? Because most time when people are leaving Nigeria specifically or other countries going to abroad, they'll say they're going there for a tomato farm or nani, whatever. Hey, it's a joke. Okay, for crying out loud, a man shouldn't allow his wife to go abroad for prostitution or because of a so-called greener pasture. To me, it doesn't make any sense. Lambia will tell you,
Okay.
don't go there. I don't like the idea.
I don't really know the nation why they both sat down, have a family meeting, discuss, and decided to grant the woman to travel abroad. That is my question. I don't know if you understand. So I want you
it's
to.
It's not a good idea for the husband to grant
about
the wife an access to travel abroad. It is not a good idea. Now let's come to look at it this way, Plan B. Imagine you now asking your wife to go for prostitution because you needed money. Probably because you lost your job or there's no job. Can you stand it? You can't stand it, Plan B. You can't. All right, I like your name, Plan B. So what I would say, a man and a woman who have financial issues that will make either of them to travel abroad for greener pasture, then let them look for Plan B. Like your name, they should look for you. So if the first plan they have enough job is not working, then let look for another job. If they can't get another job, then let them create a job. Yes, the cost of a parent's tearing apart after traveling out or traveling to abroad, to me, at first the cause is poverty. I blame poverty because the country as well, the country is not friendly. But despite that,
excuse me, I want to ask.
Money. Okay.
Not everybody in Africa are not rich, but there are still couples of married people. There are still couples or partners who are still together despite maybe they are not rich or poor, or let's say maybe they are poor. Don't you think poverty is a state of mind? There are people who are contented with what they have. So when you mean poverty is the cause, I want you to quickly throw more light. I don't understand.
It's poverty. Poverty is the cause. Because if the poverty and the government, because if the government it has the capacity to care for them, then they will leave the country.
Keep on blaming the government because you said because of the system comparing the Western world with Africa. You said you are from Nigeria. But I want to ask you, please.
So I would say this for once.
Anybody to send their wife abroad?
The country is specifically Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria and I'm based in Nigeria. Okay, Nigeria specifically is frustrating to some people. That is the gospel truth. It's frustrating anyway. The government is the cause, because if the government has the masses or the people in mind, if the country is fair enough, is good enough, they won't dare to travel abroad for prostitution or for whatever thing you call it. Imagine naira to dollars or naira to euro now. You imagine the distance. So who to blame? If I'm to blame anybody, I will blame the government. They have failed the people. They have failed the masses. They have failed everybody.
I understand you. Let's leave the government aside. Government cannot feed everybody. Now, in between the man and the woman, who do you think is the cause?
Right, if someone is to blame among the husband and the wife, okay, we'll blame the husband. Man is the head of the home. Quote it. So as a man, your duty is to take care of your family. Do job, work, create a job. Take care of your family. That is your job as a man. So if I'm to blame anybody, I will blame the man. But if I'm to blame the system, I will blame the government of the country.
Are you aware that many men, or let's use that word, husband, force their wife to travel abroad because of the nature of their failure to take care of their family? Now, it's not depending the success of the family on the wife, now forcing his wife to travel abroad in search for greener pastures. So what do you have to say about such men?
Yes, of course. There are some men who force their wife to travel abroad. These are not men. I call them men. That man. That's what I call them. I
What
call them
is
men.
But I don't understand. For the sake of the viewer, please, can you throw more light about what is a man?
Mehe in Benin means is a crown of a goat. For crying out loud, as a man, how will you send your wife to go abroad for prostitution? Why? You're looking for money, then create a job or go look for a job. See, that is why I have problem with people who are just at home sitting doing nothing. As a man, what are you doing at home while you're not working? Now, as a man, you're not working, and you're not even planning to start doing something. What makes you a man then? You know, most time after sending their wives to abroad, yes, most of them, you know, like you were asking earlier. Sorry, I didn't give you the tip on it. You know, some of them after they travel abroad, they'll forget their family. Yes, the reason why is when the woman travel abroad and they forget about the husband, the answer to this is that the woman have discovered that the husband was not man enough and he has gotten another man who can take care of her more than the so-called husband, who forced her, who encouraged her to travel abroad. Any woman who travel abroad, most time after traveling abroad, they forget about the family. The cause of it is that they just realized that where they were living, the country was bad. That is true. Two, the so-called husband was not man enough. It was not. It wasn't a man, but it was man.
It's quite difficult for the woman to forget his children. It's quite, except the man is in love with here is a very strictly and heartless person. I believe it's quite difficult, but it's obvious in some men. Quickly, they forgot. Once they have one or two children, they forget completely they once have a child or children back home. So I want you to focus. I want you to tell me, what is your advice about this kind of men who forgot completely they have wife, they have children, who depends on
that is true.
for a better tomorrow?
Husband also travel abroad, and at the end of the day, eventually forget about the children, the kids, and the wife. Well, any man who travel abroad to search for money and at the end of the day forget about his wife is a man who does not know responsibility. He's just running for responsibility. But I won't blame them anyway, because most of them who travel abroad as a man that forget about his family. Probably he went there and got another woman who want to be his own mother and kept her home as is it sugar mommy they call it? I don't know. So a man who travel out of this country, out of Nigeria or out of his or her country and go to abroad and stays there and forget about his family, forget about his kids, forget about his wife and hook up with someone else there is not a man. He's just running for responsibility. Yes. Man or a man is someone who can stand by his word, whose yes is yes, no is no. So you love this woman for crying out loud and she's in love with you as well. Then why will you abandon her? But my reason is this, Plan B, if I must tell you, one of the cause of this is because one, this so-called man, which I classify as meh, because he has lost his place as a man.
Let's not focus on the women alone. Do you know that there are also men who travel abroad for greener pastures? When they get to abroad, life isn't exactly what they think. You know, when you are traveling, you put it in your mind that within 1 or 2 years you made it, you know, you're back. Without proper documentations, you can't stay, you can't work. So what do you have to say about this? Do you think that this men should come back home because they want to reunite, or decide to stay completely and start up a new life?
All his mind was, once he got to abroad, things will become fine, become easy, but he got there, it's not so. It wasn't how we think it is, that was not how it is. So for that simple reason, he deviated. Camping a woman who want to be his mother at home, that one is feeding him, taking care of his bees and all. So he has to succumb to the lady over there and abandon the one at home.
Okay, because of time, I want to
so if you're asking for my advice,
what is your advice to the new couples or to the couples who have torn apart or the couples who are thinking to travel or leave each other for sexual greener pastures? What is your advice to the new generational couples who are also thinking already to travel abroad for greener pastures?
You see,
what is your advice?
Trouble yourself. Couples should stay together, suffer together, have visions together, build life together. There's always a success. There is a day after the night. See, no matter what you are trying to do by traveling abroad, you are running out of your responsibility. And your shadow you can't run away from. Yeah, that is true. So I would say this for once, Plan B, thank you for contacting me. But I must say this, that every couple who are into this mess, let me call it mess, sorry to say, should try their possible best to come back together. The Bible says, what God have joined together, let no man put asunder. So what God have joined together, let no euro or poverty or government put asunder. So what you would do, wife who is in abroad right now, who have abandoned your family at home, please see how you can bring them over together and stay together as one. And you as a man who have left your wife or forced your wife or whichever way, look for a way to unite together again and have a happy home. And in conclusion, if whatever you are doing is not able to feed you and your family, then look for another source of income. Probably you are trading and the trade is not enough to take care of you and your family, then just in other way, look for a million job added to that. In Nigeria, less specifically, one source of income is not always too right anyway. A multiple source is better. But I will tell you, if you put your trust in God, God will definitely help you. You know, most of
also
ladies
look at it from the other angle. There are a lot of stories, news stories, ancient stories, whereby partners or people travel abroad in search for greener pastures, putting in mind their family first.
Yes.
But along the line, sending money home, trying to make sure to build up a standard home. But the people he entrusts with his words lavish everything. What do you have to also say about those people who send money and send money, keep on sending, but when they go back home, they meet nothing? What do you have to say?
I'm not saying traveling abroad is bad. It's not bad. But if you are going, go there for a purpose, a specific positive purpose. I said positive. Now, if you are going there for study, you are going there for some learned program, that is fine. If you are going there because you think when you get there, you get out of poverty, no. Most time it creates more chaos. Some people travel abroad and the money they are bringing home, the euro they are bringing home, have teared the family apart. They have divided the family in a way that settling now is an issue. It has broke trust. So my advice for you out there who is trying to send your wife, please don't do. Join hands together with your wife. Look for something good to be doing and you will make success. Are you that's already there as a man who have abandoned your wife at home? I'm begging you, you know the reason why you left at the beginning. Couple yourself back together and make sure you unite back with your family and reunite together. God bless you. Thank you, Plan B TV. It's a privilege and a great honor to be in this your platform. See you some other time. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and to meet again. I'm going to be leaving you viewers with these questions. And what do you think is the best way to reunite families? You know, traveling abroad, going back once in a while, I don't think that's enough. I'm not interfering in any people's affair or home, but the other way, I was advised to do this video because a lot of things is happening. People have forgotten completely the primary reasons why they travel abroad. A lot of people also forget they once have children and they come across a new partner, they forget completely. A lot also are afraid to tell their new partner because of the expense or the responsibility the partner is helping them to carry. They are afraid to let their partner know that they have children or they have child or they have partner at home. So what is your advice? And until we meet again next time, please, I beg of you, please subscribe. Don't just watch. Don't just watch. If you watch, please, if you leave a comment, that will make me to know that you watch, especially if we know each other. Especially if you know that I know you and you want me to know that you are supporting my program, please subscribe to my YouTube. Not just subscribe, because if you might subscribe, I will not get the notification. But if you share or comment or like, definitely I will get the notification to know that this person commented, and I will read your comment and I will respond. And if you share, definitely I will also get a notification. Thank you very much, and to meet again. This is Plan B TV.